Hello, welcome back. A couple of battles. We moved onwards underwater first, into some Tritons. See how this goes. Pretty well. War Shamblers are quite good. Lost 3 more, but that's okay. Battle in Dunheim. We moved on to our fort, but Flagra has fled. So we took our fort back, but there was nothing there. Flagra moved his little stack into Beligor. This is the province I'm convinced has a disease site. Still remains to be seen if it does or not. But it's the same squad. Don't have any problems with these militia. Or light infantry, are they? So Beligor's back in Flagra's possession. And his god moved into Zeftia. Let's see how some barbs do against him. They did pretty well because he didn't get his breath off just as they closed, which is quite nice. Finally, we attacked into another independent province, Simri. This has been on our cap circle for a long time. We finally managed to take it, which is good. That's this Simri. Unexpected event in the Sea of Rond. Lost Unrest, gained some growth and luck from a wonderful Undine. And we recruited Rosal's Red Raptors. Where's he? Here he is. He's a raptor. Flies, got a light lance. All his boys have a light lance. They get a lance charge apparently. Yep. That's it for messages. So you can see Flagra now in these 2 provinces. The only province he can threaten is this one. He could move both his god and his Gigantes into it, which would be pretty frightening. I might be able to kill his god if he just moves into my dominion. I'm not sure if I can kill everything. But you know what? Let's give it a try. Our expansion was dismal. Game is a catastrophe. Going nowhere. Let's have some fun. Let's assume that he's going to move everything into the woodlands and try and defend it. Can we do that? Probably not, but we'll give it a shot. I think the important thing is making sure that the Drakon doesn't breathe. So everything's pushed forward and just scripted to attack archers. I think that will prioritize the Drakon, because he's the only thing that has a ranged attack. I'm not sure how archers is classified, but I think just having a ranged weapon means he's an archer. Let's shove everything forward, put them on attack archers, try to surround the Drakon quickly. I'm bringing the raptors too. They're on hold and attack archers. Maybe they'll get behind him. We've got Losing My Mind over you, who has been given the Eye of Aiming and the Black Bow of Boltolf. Black Bow of Botolf. So he'll be firing pretty decent little arrows that also feeble mind you if they hit. So it's another little fun thing that could happen. And there is of course 30 points of province defense here, so there's lots of lizards in the back too. I've been recruiting a couple of lizards as well, there's some in the garrison. That's a lot of stuff. Remains to be seen if it can kill a Drakon. It's in my candle, so it won't have regen. It won't have shock resist either. Maybe if we researched lightning bolts instead of... Then again, we're nowhere near Thermo 32 anyway, we're nowhere near anything. Yeah. Let's give it a shot. I think even if we lose, at least it's... You know, we tried. And if it's successful, it'd be very funny. That's much better. We can see Maragnon over here. Maragnon is either going to come to our aid, or he's going to double cross us and take this fort off us. So either way, it feels a bit like things are out of our hands at the moment. But yeah, I'm just going to try and defend woodlands. We'll see how it goes. Is anything else happening that's important? Probably not. I'm moving this little mage out of this fort now. I'll go back to trying to site search. The shipwreckers are going to try and take the deep sea next. I put a bid back on them as well. Try and keep them. Because they would be useful to have in battles once they've finished taking lakes. This lake's kind of tempting as well though. Because again, they do hit extremely hard. These guys would probably hurt a Drakon quite badly if they manage to get into melee. Unfortunately, I can't move these guys to this province in one turn, so it's a bit of a shame. And people are just researching now. I'm still forging alquils, so we'll get 2 more alquils out. One's been given to Drakios here. We're doing 56 pointers of research a month. So we almost have Thaumaturgy too. We can try Steel Breath next, see if that's any better. And we are still doing a lot of recruitment as well. We're still getting 15 light infantry a turn, so even if we lose a couple of... Even if we lose this entire army, so what? We can just keep recruiting units and try to defend the provinces very slowly. Because it depends what Marignon does. Marignon might take a huge amount of pressure off us anyway. Yeah. That's the turn. Anything else interesting? I don't think so. That was turn 13. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next turn. Hello, welcome back. As you can see, there was a battle in the woodlands. Are you excited? First, we got some Thaumaturgy research done. I guess we could do Desiccation with this? Maybe that's useful? Who knows? I'll keep going for Steel Breath. I asked Ramk what spells he would research if he were me to do with a Drakon. And he said, first of all, why didn't you just do Evocation for Lightning Bolt? And I just thought, well, that's A2, I wanted an A1 spell. And also the Drakon has fire and shock resistance, so I don't know, I just thought that would be pointless. But I guess the point is, if you're fighting it in its own dominion, it's probably going to be invincible anyway. And then he also mentioned that if I just get the little air elementals from a lesser air elemental, that because all the Gigantes are bigger than them, they'll only do their shock attacks. They won't try to trample, which is actually better probably. That's also something to think about. But I like the idea of trying to get like 10 mages all spamming Steel Breath and just fatiguing it out instantly. I think that'd be really funny. So I'm still going to keep going for this. We'll switch to Alteration after that. I think it depends what happens, but Alteration would be really good to make my Pretender useful, which is the thinking there. We'll see what happens and we'll see how the game progresses from here. And we'll see how much research we actually start getting done. But that's the basic plan for now. We spied Oceania expanding. I can see some of his units now. He's expanding into Horse Tribe, looks like. So what have we got here? We have Ictitor. What are these? Minotaurs with fishtails instead of hind legs. Cool. Yeah, I guess these things change shape in the water and on dry land. Yeah. Trampling Berserkers, size 3. They seem cool. They haven't got any protection or defense. They're big though. Got Myrmidons. They have a lot of protection. They're very slow though. And we have these guys. Aphrois. And they are blessed with poison resistance, reinvigoration, and larger. I can see from my scout on Oceania's cap, his god is a Titan of Death and Rebirth. Just like mine. So there we are. They have a lot of hit points as well. Oh, I guess they are larger now. 24 base. They're pretty beefy. But they have a lot of trouble getting through the Horse Tribe. Not sure I understand why. Interesting. That was Witch Haven. Lost a bit of stuff. Also battling Belagor. I just threw, so back when we originally took Belagor, this was the mounted commander, and he did pick up a disease doing that, so I just threw him back in so that we could see what's here. Looks like 6 points of province defense again. I guess that's just what it does. And then a battle in the woodlands. No god though. So we got a lot of stuff here. We've got the raptors, a bunch of province defense, and some recruited lizards. A lot of colossi light infantry. Against 4 gigantes and a tyrant. Who do you think wins here? Our PD shaman also cursed him, which is nice. He's pretty tanky. Where are you now? 12 hit points. Looks like a lizard got him in the end. No, a raptor got him. Okay. That was the woodlands. Lost 9 infantry, 7 raptors. That's okay. No god in the fight. Would have been funny. A bunch of events then, we got cool ones. In Phaeacia we got... What is this? Epimetheus, the Locust. Upholding the ancient bargain, the Gigantes of Black Okira have mustered their forces. The Locust and his retinue has arrived to the Orichalcum Palace to pledge allegiance to the Queen. Apparently this happens yearly. You get like a big giant and a bunch of Gigante troops. That's cool. Traveller's Rest, a famous circus, has been touring the province. This is the special Mew event that I get. Gold 152 and luck +2. Dunheim, some survivors from a shipwreck. We got a captain and some pirates. And again in Phaeacia, one of my researchers got cursed by an ancient skin-bound tome. After reading a passage aloud. Never do this. If you find ancient skin-bound tomes, just don't read passages from it aloud. Where's the giants? This guy. Epimetheus. I'm not sure how you actually pronounce Locust, I'm sure it's not that, but... yeah. This guy's really cool. It's got this is like the Maconi troops, I guess. Got a golden spear, magic damage, full set of armor. The cuirass is terrible protection though. And he comes with a bunch of these guys. That's cool. It's nice to get a couple of free giants. We also got pirates for an event as well, this guy. We got a captain, fitting, and some pirates. They have falchions and nets. I don't think they have nets in vanilla. Or maybe they do. I know pirates have changed slightly in JBBM because there's a mercenary company that's pirates. And it's a change to make the mercenary company slightly better. Yeah. There we go. We got some pirates, got some giants. And we also managed to protect this against the little squad of Flagra units, which is good. So this turn, Marignon is on our border. This is the turn where he gets to decide whether or not he's attacking me or attacking Flagra. So I posted the screenshot of this fight in the public Discord, just to make sure he knows that the momentum is on our side. So hopefully he moves over to Osensia next turn and starts pushing into Flagra's territory. I've got scouts down this route, which looks like where Flagra is sending units. I think he's got a little stack of Gigantes in Osprey Glebe. Can't quite see them though. So I'm just going to sit here for a turn with the big squad and just see what the god does. The god moved from Zeftia back to Cathedral of Rock. I assume it's site searching? Or maybe he wanted a... I don't know actually. Maybe he's going to keep raiding me with it, I don't know. But he might change course depending on what Marignon does, so we're just going to sit tight. If he moves into us, we'll defend against the Drakon. I think we'll be quite good at defending against it. We might not kill it, but I think we'll chase it off. As long as we close without letting it breathe too much. So that's all that's happening here. But I am still taking back provinces. I'm going to try and take this with the raptors. They're just flying over. It looks like this has been depleted slightly. I think maybe Katiz tried to take it and failed. So I'm just going to swoop in quickly and try and grab it. We'll see how that goes. Also sending the shipwreckers into the deep sea here. This is a 113 income province, be nice to grab. So if we pick both of those up, that would be pretty nice this turn. And then I'm also going to send some expendable stuff into Belagor. So we've got a basic commander and some light infantry we just recruited, plus the pirates. They can all go try and take this back. I didn't actually move these troops around, did I? Oh, I did. They're arranged like this, that should be fine. Yeah. We're attacking 3 provinces, but we're still playing very defensively at the moment. I've slowed recruitment slightly, getting a bit less infantry than usual, and only getting a cheap mage pilot, so that I can start a fort in Traveller's Rest. There's a palisades going up here. I'm moving a little mage over to Dunheim to put a lab up there next turn, and we'll try and get infrastructure done in these provinces, or at least started in Traveller's Rest. And then if we lock down our buildings, finished off our expansion in this region, and Maragnon starts rolling in, then we can actually think about genuinely pushing into Flagra's territory and trying to take it. And we almost have Steel Breath. We'll have it next turn, so that's good. Once we have that, I might send my god around site searching, I'm not sure. Currently just researching. We don't have a lot of mages to spam Steel Breath. I guess these guys can though, which is useful. We are a bit behind on research. Need to start catching up. I suppose it'll help when we can actually start recruiting mages in other places. It'd be nice to get a lab and a temple here as well to get the lizards. Kind of last thing on the list though for now. That's it for this turn. It's worth pointing out that Mictlan in the public Discord said he's found a graph site. So he posted all of the graphs from the game. And there's some pretty scary stuff in there. So I'll do a world update just after this turn. So if you're interested in graphs, I'll see you then. And if not, I guess skip it. And I'll see you on turn 15. Hey there, welcome. Have a seat. This is the world update. I don't think I still have the world update music that I used in the other series. But I definitely still have the intrigue interlude music. Let's put that on instead. This is nice. So Mictlan posted the graphs from the game. Let's go through those, see what they look like. Start with provinces. So the biggest player is Flagra by far. He has a lot of provinces. And then just behind him is... I get those two banners confused, but I think that's either Pythium or Armor. I think it's Pythium. And then just behind that is Nazca. We don't know where any of these players are. And just behind that is... Mictlan, I guess? I haven't seen Mictlan in a game in a long time. So none of these players are near us. So it doesn't really matter. The big one is Flagra. So our northern neighbour who is killing us. Trying to. We're actually fending him off quite well. Is, yeah, the biggest player in the game by a mile. And he also has internal provinces that he hasn't taken yet that are still independent. So he's huge. Where are our neighbours? So we have to go all the way down. You can see that the Cartesian line is that kind of yellowish one. And then it's me. I'm the kind of blue-grey line. And then Maragnon is in there somewhere as well. And then Oceania is last, I guess. Or maybe Ulm. Ulm and Oceania look like the smallest. Which is good to know, at least. So me and all my neighbours are pretty small. With the exception of Flagra. I have to do something about that. I wonder if we can get Oceania to attack Flagra as well. That would be quite useful. If it's me, Mari, and Oceania. Yeah, we might be able to do something. Forts is the next graph. Can't really tell anything apart here. It looks like most people only have 2 forts though. Which is good. Because we only have 1. Although I assume most people have labs in their forts, which we still don't. We need to rectify soon. Next graphs are income. Big leader is Mictlan. And then Pythium. And we're competitive, like we're not far behind that. There's a little cluster then that looks like it's Flagra, Ulm, and me, and Nazca. So we're all kind of tightly bunched there. That's also pretty reassuring. We're not, even though we're very small, we still have a pretty decent income. That's good. Maragnon's not too far behind us. Oceania is pretty low. And Cadiz is last. And that's good to know. We'll get to why that's important in a moment. Gem income now, this one's also kind of hard to tell apart. It looks like Nazca's way in front, and then Pythium. And then like maybe Ulm and Xibalba. A little bit of Mictlan, and then Flagra. And then if you go all the way down, there's me, just above bottom. We have 1 gem per turn from a site that was already revealed. And we moved into the province, so we have 6 gems per turn. And that's it. This is the scary one. So this is research, and Cadiz is so far ahead of everybody else, it's not even close. I assume that Cadiz has some kind of god that gives everyone a research bonus, and he is just hurtling up and researching massively. Which is important to know. because people are going to have to deal with him sooner rather than later. So he would be, since he seems kind of small, he has terrible income but has massive research, he'd probably be someone you want to roll over quickly. Which we would do had we not been forced to deal with Flagra instead. We of course are dead last on research, which is not great, but kind of expected. Yeah, we're gonna have to do something about that. We are going to start manufacturing quills a bit more often now though, and hopefully in the next couple of turns we'll get another lab up and start recruiting more mages. But yeah, that's pretty bad even by my standards. Where's Flagra? Flagra's not too far ahead of us, I guess. Marignon has a lot of research done, so I guess he'll be a pretty good ally. That's also good to know. Dominion next. We're second from last on Dominion. We'll need to fix that because our neighbour is Catiz, and Catiz has disease spreading Dominion, I think. So we really need to deal with that. It looks like Flagra has very strong Dominion as well, which we also don't want, because we want to limit the places that the Drakon can move to. Yeah. We're just a bit screwed because we haven't been able to really do much because we started getting attacked by Flagra. It's put us behind on pretty much everything. Army size is slightly more reassuring at least. We are second on army size. That's good. We're just behind Nazca, I guess that is, and just ahead of Armor, I guess that is. But we are... Yeah, I mean, if anything, this graph might dissuade anyone else from attacking us. Although I'm not sure who would attack us, because Oceania looks puny, and Catiz looks like they're going to be turtling for a while. Catiz has almost no army. So those are the graphs, and that's it for the world update. We're definitely going to have to deal with Flagra, and then Catiz looks really scary. I think those are the two big takeaways. So thanks for watching, and I'll pass you over now to Mew in turn 15. See you then. Hello, welcome back. Got our Thaumaturgy done. We're just going to go up Alteration next. Change if we need to. Found a magic site in Roko, and then had 3 battles. So, we tried to take Belagor back, some pirates and some light infantry. All 6 points of province defense. Yeah, no problems there. There's Belagor, lost a pirate. Deep Sea next, the shipwreckers, into hardly any shamblers. This goes fine too. Easy stuff. There's Deep Sea. And finally, I see in marshes with the raptors. So very little here. This was independent. Goes pretty well. There's my sea and marshes. Lost 5 raptors, but that's okay. Also found a Cartesian scout on my big forest province that has all my units. Yeah, so the site we found is a Sun Ridge, which is 2 fire gems, which is nice, although we don't have a lot of use for fire magic. Kind of funny, he's got fire 1 and that's what he found. He'll keep walking around and looking for sites. I think that's all he needs to do at the moment. And that's it for messages. So this time we can see that Marignon is kind of moving into Flagra's territory. He says he's going to go here next, so might as well trust him. Sent him a screenshot of what the map looks like from my perspective. We can see that Flagra's god is now in Ostrom Glebe. Only 10 gigantes here. We can try taking that someday, I guess. What we really need to do is get up temples, I think, to push Dominion at Flagra. That's going to be tough though. We don't have any infrastructure just yet, but we'll try. Since we have a couple of victories here taking back territory and Marignon is now rolling in, I also sent a message to Oceania and said, hey, me, you and Marignon are all kind of small, and Flagra is gigantic and very aggressive. You want to join us? The 3 small sons? Want to kick over the big guy? And he reacted with a thumbs up emoji, so maybe that means he'll help out, maybe not. I guess we'll see. Looks very small. Miklan, the guy with the graph site, says it looks like the biggest players have 16 provinces. Technically, Flagra has another one here. And we're on 14 now, I think, so we're actually not that bad. We can pick up this, and then try and take some of Flagra's territory, and we'll be okay. We're just mainly behind on buildings at the moment. I'm getting up the lab up in Dunham this turn. So we'll start recruiting some mages out of here. And the Palisades in Traveller's Rest is still going up, 3 months remaining. One of the reasons I wanted Oceania to go and attack Flagra as well is so that he doesn't invade me here while I'm building a fort. Another thing I'm worried about. So we're starting to get buildings up, still doing a little bit of site searching, getting a little bit of research done now. And I'm going to try and take these 2 provinces next. The stuff that just took Belagor back, unfortunately this guy did pick up a disease here. But they're just going to continue on into Zeftia now. They're just unscripted. The diseased commander is just on hold and attack rear. We'll try and take that. And then a few more bits of random trash are going to try and take Cathedral of Rock over here as well. So we'll try and take the 2 provinces adjacent to this fort. See what Flagra does next. And for now the bulk of my forces are still just sitting here in the woodlands. We'll build up steam. I'd like to get some buildings finished off here, and maybe start putting buildings down here before we move up in earnest. The exception would be if we see Flagra pulling back. Like if his god starts moving back towards his cap, then we'll easily roll in. That'll be fine. We're fortunate that we have lots of scouts through this sort of region. You can see exactly what he moves through here. Shipwreckers are heading to Phaeacia. I'll try and take the storms with them at least. Might be a bit expensive to buy them again. Got 2 more months. I put an almost minimum bid on Rosal's Red Raptors to keep those guys. We can just send them up into this territory next. Might as well. We've lost a few guys, but might be sufficient. And that's pretty much it for this turn. So site searching, trying to take these 2 provinces, keep defending this, and stall a bit while we get buildings up. And hope that Oceania doesn't attack us. And that's it for this turn. So that was turn 15. I'll see you in 1 second. No, this is the end of the video. I'll see you next time.